Hello everyone, this is an installment of Yoga Kitchen. You're going to enjoy this as much as I do, I promise. So, I don't do a lot of cooking or that sort of thing, but I have 13 years of experience in the restaurant industry, the hotel industry, fine dining, all that. I learned a few things, and I don't brag and I don't boast, and I'm a simple person, and I like simple comfort foods because I was born in Minnesota, but I grew up in Sonoma, California. So there's two sides to me, and I want to share you the Sonoma, California side tonight, the fine dining side. What little weird things did I learn from working in fancy restaurants that helped me cook at home with pleasure and excellence and simplicity at the same time. So right now we're doing a little bit of a simmering of tomatoes. This is from Untidy's, which is a local, those farmers market stands that you find on the side of the road. Well, in Minnesota we have thousands of them, and most of them are from one company who is very eco-friendly, and they do gardening during the winter in enclosed spaces. They use minimal pesticides and fertilizers. They're really quite progressive. So that's what it is. I don't like to waste fresh fruit. I don't like to waste fresh produce. So I find ways to preserve it without doing the insanely gross preservation policies of let's inject 3,000 milligrams of sodium into some chicken and a couple of vegetables and a little bit of rice, and it'll last on the shelf for 10 years and we'll call it food, but it's not really food. Alright, I'm okay with eating that. I'm a bachelor, alright? Let's just be fair. But real food is good. Baby arugula, ready to go. Ooh, fresh tomatoes from the farmer's market. Himalayan pink salt, a very small amount, because sodium in this broth is very useful. Extra virgin olive oil, compliments of Good and Gather, Target's Archer brand. That's not bad olive oil. I admit. Everything is expensive now, so what are you gonna do? At first I just used water, salt, and tomatoes. Cooked it at 7 to high for about 5 minutes until you started to see a slight peeling of the skin, but without destroying the integrity of the fruit, which is a tomato. Tomato is a fruit. Did you know that? Right. So is avocado. Look at all that extra virgin olive oil mixing with the water, even though they don't combine well. They emulsify. We put enough effort into it. When I worked at the Swiss Hotel, emulsification was one of the first culinary techniques that I learned. Generally, they were doing it with Caesar dressing, a very classic anchovy paste, olive oil, eggs, and some other ingredients that I cannot remember, all whipped together to form what temporarily seems like a consistent broth, or a consistent texture, or consistent liquid. But in reality, if you let it separate over time, it would not combine. Oil and water. That doesn't mean that it does not work well with cooking. Let's give it a second. And we'll add the baby arugula. Arugula is very spicy. It's like black pepper or watercress. in its element of spiciness. It's the black pepper spice though. It's not like the spice of the cayenne chili or the various chilies. It's a unique component. I would say that white pepper and pink peppercorn have a more nuanced flavor to them. And that's what I identify with, especially baby arugula. I would compare it to pink peppercorn and white peppercorn to something beyond that, like white tea. I debated whether adding aceto balsamico, balsamic vinegar, rice vinegar, apple cider vinegar. I don't feel any of them are appropriate for this. Sometimes I leave vinegar out of the dish entirely. What should we flavor this with? Sometimes when I'm in doubt, I like to keep it simple. Alright, let's do this. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. I probably should have got a spatula, but I'm prepared. We'll deal with that here, and we'll move to something else, because it's not going to destroy everything. I want to show you something that's been brewing for about 24 hours now. Blueberries. Fresh, fleshy blueberries. I apologize. I should not be mispronouncing blueberries at this stage in my life, but I'm getting old, so please bear with me. Organic lemon and ginger concentrate. Or rather, better than that weird Italian lemon juice you can buy at the store. I can't remember the name. It's the same brand everywhere you go. Wild Harvest, Target brand, I think. No, Cub Foods, sorry. Raw cane sugar. Press and seal, a new technology of Glad Wrap, which is fantastic. It's crinkly, but it also sticks well to the edge. It's fantastic. Yes, it is. So the blueberries have been working for about 24 hours, and I used 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of raw cane sugar, and I used 1 teaspoon of the ginger lemon concentrate. And I mixed them up really well. By tomorrow, they'll be almost a gelatinous, gooey, perfect topping for ice cream and things like that. I'm going to use it on yogurt because that is my specialty. So we don't want to leave the arugula leaving too long, sitting against the edge of the hot pot. Let's give a quick rinse to the spatula. Look at that, stained with turmeric. Just try to get turmeric out of anything. It's impossible. Alright, where are we? Some's going to be wasted on the edges, but you know what? I'm not going to cry over spilt arugula. It's not my style. I'm a Sagittarius. At the end of the day, I don't really care about anything. I just pretend to. Yeah. Don't be too shy about the purity of something. This is a little bit of purified water. I do not cook with tap water unless it's only Polish sausage or brats, that which I strain multiple times and re-add fresh water to reduce the sodium content of the insanely disgusting amount of sodium they put in these meat products. Salt is a great preservative, but it really ruins things. So a very small amount of Himalayan pink salt. Salt does soften the water and add various nutrients, minerals, and electrolytes. And a little bit of olive oil balances that out. Now, I would not necessarily recommend putting mixed greens or iceberg lettuce into boiling water, although you can do it and it's perfectly safe. There's no health risk here. It's not going to be exactly what you want it to be. But arugula, or arugula, or kale, baby kale, spinach. There are various greens, dandelion, also excellent. Radish greens, beet greens, carrot tops, nah, I wouldn't even mess with that, just trust me. There's a lot of things that are not considered to be normal fare that are perfectly good for this. You want to pick a green that has sort of resistance, sort of strength to it. Mixed greens, they're so tender and delicate. Anything that says baby greens, although baby arugula is different and baby kale is different, they're still very hardy. But baby iceberg, baby mixed green, whatever, they're marketing tactics. They're not really designed to give you any great help. They're just marketing tactics. I would say that the only real problem here is if you took microgreens that you grew from seed, and then you harvest sprouts or young seedlings. You don't want to expose them to extreme temperatures. It's going to get rid of all the nutrients and sort of denature the products. You'll notice this if you take mixed greens and try to stir them and cook them in any kind of broth. You'll quickly find out there is browning, wilting, the product degrades. You're just not getting out of it what you're intending to get out of it. So pick wisely. But you would be amazed what you can find in the fresh section, which is not very digestible to the human stomach, such as kale. Raw kale, are you kidding me? The body cannot break that down without cooking. I mean, go ahead and do it. It's fiber, right? It'll make you go number 2, but it's not doing you the benefit that you think it is, and you're not absorbing the nutrients that you think you're absorbing. Certain things like carrots, for example, and dark green vegetables require cooking in order to release the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that are in it. Some, and very, very, very few, can be accessed in a raw form. Hope that was entertaining for you. I was really just trying to kill time while I did this. So what we're getting to is I'm not going to add any spices or herbs to this at this point. It is only Himalayan pink sea salt, water, and 3 ounces exactly of pure extra virgin olive oil from California. Target sells it, California grows it. I was a part of this once too. Helping eco-friendly landowners grow organic olives. What he did with them, I have no idea. But it contributes to the cause. A lot of people get weird and things are finicky about cleaning up the stove as you go along. I think I've gotten to the point where, unless it's actually on fire or burning, I don't care. Yeah, that's looking good. Eating healthy does not have to be equated with boring. I don't want to go on and on. This video is already 14 minutes. You're probably extremely bored. Check it out. Bananas in a heart shape. Is love destined to meet me soon? Oh, I have my supplements and my alcohol. Is this contradictory? Am I failing? Am I a bad person for having some fun and also being healthy at the same time, but not always at the same time? I don't know. Oh, look at all this other fun stuff we have to work with. Oh, it's just endless. Let's look in the fridge before we go. Oh, one more look at the blueberries. Yeah. You know you want that on top of some ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Maybe some yogurt, plain yogurt. It's fine to have things that are considered cheating, such as frozen foods. I don't always want to cook everything from scratch every single day. Are you crazy? That's too much effort. I just need calories. I just need protein and carbohydrates. Oh, you're against carbs? Yeah, well, I love carbs. Deal with it. That's just a theory. It's just a practice. It's not the absolute thing. We got some eggs, some deli meat, some tortillas, some cheese, beer, ample dressings, orange soda and some club soda, various condiments, buttermilk that I have still not opened for some reason. I had this illusion and desire to drink buttermilk and eat prunes like Yogananda. I have not done so yet. Let's go back to this before we're done, and then we'll kind of conclude this video. Yeah, see in a short amount of time, from when I went to the fridge, to the cupboard, and distracted you, I created stewed tomatoes and baby arugula. If you just ate this over rice, maybe a little bit of protein, it's a wonderful meal. Am I going to stop there? Unlikely. I like to play, I like to have fun. I like to preserve. I like to see that I can preserve. But am I attached to this one meal? Between you and me, if I really was feeling adamant, I would just skip dinner tonight. It's not a problem. Maybe binge on some peanut butter later. But, you know. Why am I using a spatula? Because it has good air breathing room. It's easy to stir. Of course, the silicone works quite well. It can handle up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And is very non-stick. I highly recommend. Hold on. Let me just show you. Silicone. There's a metal base. It's the most ultimate material. It's the most ultimate material. Alright, well, have fun cooking and being inspired to do your own stuff. Namaste.